Hey everyone, this is Shawn with Fratline Emblematics in Louisville, Kentucky, and this is part 2 of our series on how to restore and clean Masonic aprons. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about cloth aprons in particular. This is probably a video that can be shared with anybody, any Masonic lodge, because they all have cloth aprons. These are the aprons that you pick up at the Tyler station when you walk in and sign the register to attend lodge. Most of them are made of white cotton duck. However, some of the older ones are made out of linen. So linen has a tighter weave than white cotton duck and will shrink if you put heat to them, like in a dryer. So first thing, I do not recommend that you clean these type of aprons in a washer and dryer unless you have a washer that does not have a agitator. Or one of the stem type agitators, because they will turn the tape ties into little cords like this. So that's what happened to this apron over the years. So what you see here on the table before you, this is an apron that has yellowed. It just happens to have a past master's emblem on them. A lot of lodges have past master aprons for the past masters to wear. So you can see the color differential between the two, one that's new and one that's old. So I'm going to talk about how to clean these. A great thing about this is you could get together with the guys from lodge, have 3 or 4 guys over to the house and spend an evening doing this and benefit the lodge as well by bringing back some clean aprons. So here are the working tools that you need to do this project. The first thing is some type of tub. This particular tub is a 20 quart, so it's a 5-gallon tub. You can do about 6 aprons at a time in this tub. Bigger tub, more aprons. Almost everybody has all of these things. These things I'm going to show you in your home. So not a lot of expense involved in cleaning these types of aprons. So we've got a tub. We have bleach, which I'm going to put away because bleach is more harsh and it smells. But this is what we had to use before things like OxyClean. So no more bleach because it's hard on the material. It stinks, and you get it. So I'm going to put the bleach away. So in deference to bleach, we use OxyClean these days to clean. It's kind of a magic powder. I've got some OxyClean stain remover. I've got a hanger here that we would use to hang them to dry. I've got some fabric softener if we do put these in the dryer, and I've got an iron to do the finish work. Also on the table you'll see a towel. You might need 1 or 2 or 3 of those depending on how many aprons you're going to do. So let's assume we're going to do about 6 aprons in this tub. I'm not going to actually do it, but I'm going to walk you through the steps. The first thing that you would want to do is fill this tub up with hot water, about halfway, maybe 3/4. By the time you start making your cleaning solution, the water is going to be warm. So the OxyClean works better when it's warm. You can look at the back of the OxyClean and it'll tell you the ratio. What you're looking for is the pre-soak. To get them as white as they can be. So follow the pre-soak instructions that are on the back of the OxyClean container. Let's say, for instance, you have an apron that's got some stains and spots. This one's got a few little spots on it. After I fill this with water, I follow the instructions, put in the OxyClean magic powder, and stir that up. You can see I've got a spoon here. You can use a plastic ruler, anything, and stir that up. Get your solution ready, and then just simply take your aprons and put them in the solution. Assuming you have pre-treated them for stain removal, you put them in there, and then after you get your aprons in there, give them a little movement inside. And OxyClean will tell you on the instructions how long to leave them in there. It could be an hour, it could be up to 6 hours. But I would occasionally come back and just kind of stir them up, move them around to get that OxyClean working in the fabric. We'll get rid of this apron right here. So let's say that we've got our aprons nice and white. We don't want to wring them out. so we don't want to pick them up and twist them or anything like that. We would just pick them up and then just kind of run the water out as best we can, and then take the apron and put it on your towel. Of course, you got to do these one at a time, and then fold your towel over and then press as much moisture out as you can. After you've done that, you would take the apron out. And there's a lot of things you can do. If this is an outside project, if the weather's good, you can simply lay these out on the patio table or your rail along your deck or whatever and let them air dry. If you're doing it inside, you can take these type of hangers and clip them on the top of the apron and suspend them from somewhere where they're going to dry. Also, you could use a laundry drying rack to accomplish the same thing. I always recommend letting them air dry so they don't shrink. You can, however, after you've patted them dry, get them about halfway, and you can put them in the dryer on low heat or air with a little bit of fabric softener, and that'll take the wrinkles out, and you might not even need to iron them after that. But after you do get them dry, you can hit them with a little steam iron and get all the wrinkles out, and they should come out looking perfectly white and perfectly clean. The other way to do this, if you do have a washing machine that does not have the stem type agitator, because we don't want to damage the tape ties like this this particular apron is, you can wash them on the delicate cycle. Put your OxyClean in. If they're real kind of dingy, you definitely want to do the pre-soak before you put them in the washing machine. You can also use a lingerie bag to put them in while you wash them, but definitely want to stay away from putting them in a dryer on high heat. So anyway, let me know how they turn out for you, and I appreciate you watching this video. Like and share and follow us on YouTube. Thanks.